Ladies and gentlemen, you know what you're looking at now, don't you? You're looking at Mr. Obama riding on the dick of doom into darkness. Because like of the dog, Mr. Obama has today shoved the dick of doom in up to the hilt, into the darkness. Because he has manipulated my tire, and he has shoved the dick of doom in my tire. That's right. So he's the dick of doom into darkness. And I want to talk about something when we get this Mr. Obama out there. He's in there like when the dogs lock up. When the dogs are having the sex, he's in there up to the hilt, up to the nuts, ladies and gentlemen. You kind of see the nuts. I have it to take off and now fixing my tire because Mr. Obama is on the dick of doom into darkness. There he comes out. He comes out, the nuts on the lock. He's in there to the hilt, if you notice. And actually, he's in there to the hilt of this Mark 5 dive knife. Get off of there. Let the Mr. Obama is in there up to the hilt, because this is the Mark 5 dive knife that we have it to replace this tire. That's right. Where are we? That's right. This is the Mark 5 dive knife, and this dive knife is actually. She's the dick of doom, but she's also the Divadan, a Mark 5 dive knife. So when I say that the Mr. Obama is into darkness up to the hilt, he has really fucked me up today, ladies and gentlemen. I was working yesterday and I was thinking how Mr. Obama is making me sell everything that you see before you. I have to sell Neptune. I have to sell my Ocean Racer. I have to sell my fan, which is keeping me cool for 14 years. I put it outside, never have it to take it inside. I have to sell my dock. I have to sell my gazebo, my truck, because he's destroying this world, and he's lying about everything. He's lying. That's right. I have to sell my rocks. I haven't have to sell my beautiful rocks, and this is the beautiful rock that I make in 1999. And now I have to sell this rock. And this rock is not something I ever wanted to sell. I have to sell my brain coral. I have to sell my finger coral. This is castle coral. And this is a different type of castle coral. And this is another type of castle coral. And this is a brain coral mixed in with a coral. And this is nothing. You could see. Where do you see my beautiful rocks that I have over here with my bad garbage pail? This rock is in the ground about 5 feet high, so she's in the ground about 3 feet. That's a big rock, but I wanted that to point down at the top. This rock is only in the ground about 2 feet, and this is my beautiful finger coral. I could see why they call it the finger coral, because of the coral is like a fingers. And this is the brain coral. I kind of have to show you Mr. Obama's brain, and because unfortunately it's still attached to his head, and we kind of have to wait until one day they preserve that, the brain. How they're going to preserve Mr. Obama's brain in some kind of fluid. I think it was like when they preserved the Jesus in the urine. They're going to put Mr. Obama's brain in the urine and see what happens. And this is the other kind of coral. I call this the glass coral, but I'm not sure what it's really called. This little piece of a coral is about $200. No joke. And this brain coral, which is about 1 foot in diameter. You cannot buy those for $250 or $300. These are nicer corals. So I have it to sell all of these beautiful rocks, because Mr. Obama is destroying the economy. I even have to sell my anchor collection. That's right. I have a nice anchor collection. It looks like anchors on the rocks. And these anchors look like a horseshoe crabs butt fucking one another in an open atmosphere. I even have to sell this ladder. I'm not going to miss going up on that tree with this ladder. And I have to sell this beautiful rock. And this is like the horseshoe crabs butt fucking one another in the open. Sometimes you see 7 or 8 the horseshoe crabs are ganged up on, because they're having, I'm not to think they're male or female. I think they're just a fucking and make babies, a male or female. Which would be like an androgynous to 44 to Pustain if he could have do what he wants in real life. Like when he was in the Reverend Rites of Church, he was making the man love to the other men. He would have mass produced himself with the androgynous methodologies with his gayness, because he's a good Obama. He goes both ways, and this is what I have to sell. But before I kind of sell all this, the first thing I have to do is I have to fix this attire. So that's what we're going to do today. This attire, she blows apart. I was thinking about Mr. Obama, how hard I have it to work, and how hard the American people have it to work, and how everybody's losing everything. I'm just losing my rocks. But if some people cannot afford it to feed the bambinos, that's very fucking sad that you cannot afford to feed your children. And if you have one child or 2 children and you are a responsible American and you cannot afford to feed your children because of this a fucking mook, M-O-O-K, which means a lazy sloth like a creature in the White House, that's a fucking shame. I can afford the new tires. And maybe even I needed the new tires, but I did not need them today. I have many things that I have to do today. I did not need to do that. But once we get this tire off of here, we're going to bring this tire around over here and hook it up to this mechanism on the bucket. This is a rope with a hook, and then we put a lock on the inside, and we're going to pick it up and put it into my truck. And that's today's project. I have it to drive 150 miles a round trip to do this job. That's right. And you'll remember Obama, Dick of Doom into darkness, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Look at this. He's a good Obama. He's just so happy that he kind of fucked another person out of a $400. When I used to buy these tires before I was in office, the tires were $125. So they go up 80%. Well, they go up 100%. Because now they're $250 installed. This fucking lazy bastard in the White House is destroying America. And all of those clouds that I took a picture of 1 hour ago, they're all gone. Isn't that amazing? They shut off of the cloud machine. See the clouds? They made those clouds out of nothing. They stopped making them, and the sky is clear. And a God day to everybody, because with this motherfucker in the White House, you're going to need it.